not gonna lie, low-key, I'm curious, okay? I'm really curious. What do non-religious people do when life gets hard? Like when a loved one passes away, or you're suffering from anxiety or depression, when life just seems unbearable. What do, like, atheists and agnostics do? Like, I don't know what I would do if I just didn't believe that there was a God. Like, when anxiety gets bad, when depression gets bad, life gets hard, you lose somebody, like, prayer isn't even an option. Like, you just think, like, dang, that's so tough that I'm really just carbon in this, on this floating rock, flying through the unknown universe. Like, I mean, we still that, but, I mean, like there's nothing above you that you can even reach towards. Whether you believe, there is a God or not, I'm just saying, like, whether it's true or not, even if it's true or not, which I do believe is true, but even if it's true or not, for you not to even believe in anything above you, like, what do you do when everything's above you? I just think it's crazy. Like imagine you go to a non-religious friend and you tell them how hard life is. All they can tell you is like, dang, bro, that's tough. You go to one of your Christian friends, you be like, man, life's been kicking me so bad. Like, I got anxiety, depression. They gonna tell you, hey, you're made in the image of God. You can pray to Him. All things are possible through Christ. Like, they can tell you all that stuff that can really, like, put a fire in here. What is your atheist friend gonna tell you? Dang, bro. Must be tough. Like, what did they even say?
Confirmation bias is a heavy drug. It's a drug that allows people to make videos like the young man made. It allows them to put on display a level of ignorance that they willfully accept and prioritize over logically thinking. Now, anyone with a half a brain of thinking outside of their confirmation bias can realize that a person does not necessarily need to believe in a God or to formulate themselves into a religion in order for a person to have empathy and to console someone. You do not have to believe in a religion in order to uplift someone. How many of you have ever went to a listened to a Tony Robbins CD or a Les Brown CD or Zig Ziglar or Jim Rohn? Now Zig Ziglar, he's Christian, but if you ever listened, how many times have you listened to a motivational speaker? They're not talking about God. But if a person is downtrodden, feeling like life is all against them, how many times have you had somebody come into your life and say, you know what? You are a great person. You are an amazing person. Look at what you've achieved in the past, and I know you can achieve greater things in the future. You can change your life around right now. You don't need to let this be a setback for you. At what point did I mention God? When I was a trainer and people would come into my gym and I would find their pain point in order to get them to start changing their lives, it was never a mentioning of God because there was no need to. Your parents were of bad health and they ate the worst food, and you develop this love for food. You develop a relationship with food that has caused you to run to food whenever you felt like life was on your back, and that has caused your weight to increase, which has increased the amount of things of life being on your back. So what we have to do is redefine your relationship with food and redefine your relationship with exercise and redefine your self-love for yourself in order to get you into a mode, a lifestyle where you can never did I ever have to mention a God or a deity. You don't. And that's what if this young man ever sees this video, I need him to understand. Well, I want him to understand. I don't need him to understand anything. I want him to understand that he himself has experienced people uplifting him without there having to be some deity. A person can come and console you for your loss without there having to be some deity. Now, this question is, what happens to the person after death? Well, the answer is no one knows. And no one will ever know until it happens to them. You can have all the guesses that you want, and we can make the most educated guess based on what we see in the world today. But at the end of the day, no one factually knows. So to console someone, do I need to believe in your God to console you? If you've lost a family member or relative, do I need to believe in your God to uplift you? No, I don't. And no one ever does. So the answer to your question is the same that you would do for someone else. It just doesn't involve your God. And no, it's not just, oh, dang, that's bad. No. It's the same way when you go seek therapy. The therapist doesn't necessarily, unless they're specifically a Christian therapist, a therapist is not going to uplift you or console you or help you or guide you by simply, oh, dang, I can't do this right unless I got God. No, it doesn't work that way. And you know better. That's the sad part. But your confirmation bias keeps you blind. But y'all have a great day. Tell me what you think. And always remember, even in the rain, you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.